We remain standing for the national anthems. We remain standing. I would like to call upon Mr. Jacobs to constitute this congregation.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as chairperson of the board, I constitute this gathering a congregation of International Training College Lingua. You may be seated.
Thank you very much. We want to move on with the program. I would like to call upon Father Richard to give us a word of prayer. Can we please stand up as he delivers his word of prayer?
Firstly, allow me to congratulate our dear graduates, heartiest congratulations, and to the management and staff of the International Training College, Lingua. In line with the theme today of transformation, I've taken this biblical passage from Deuteronomy chapter 30, verses 11 and following. For this commandment which I am giving you today, is not too wondrous or remote for you. It's not high up in the heavens that you should say, who will go up there and get it for us? Nor is it across the sea, that you should say, who will cross the sea and fetch it for us? No, it is something very near to you, in your mouth and in your heart to do it. See, I have set before you today life and the good, death and evil. I have set before you life and death, the blessing and the curse. Choose life, that you and your descendants may live, by loving the Lord your God, obeying his voice, holding fast to him, for that will mean life for you, a long life for you, to live in the land which the Lord swore to your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give to them. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, graciously bestow on these young graduates your choicest blessings. Endow them with the needed transformational talent and skills to lift up our society and nation. In their name, Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for their parents and guardians, their teachers and mentors. God bless us all. Amen.
Amen. Yes, we can be seated. Thank you very much, Father. Can we please give Father a hand of applause? Thank you very much. My name is Albert Makulas. I'm the Director of Ceremonies this morning. I would like us to take a moment to applaud those groups of people who have managed or who have helped us to get to where we are today. The first group of people that we would like to applaud is our parents. Parents, this is our day. This is your day. You toiled and denied yourselves some luxuries and in some cases some basic necessities so that you can send your children to school. And for that we applaud you. Another hand of applause. The next group of people that we would like to recognize is our lecturers and the non-lecturing staff. We feel the joy that you are experiencing at the moment. It is you who nurtured and watered these trees that have borne the fruits that we are harvesting today. And for that we thank you. The managing directors and the advisory council members, we acknowledge the hard work that you invest into this institution. We do not have any doubt in our minds that the vision, the mission, and goals you make for this organization will surely be attained. And last but not least, our invited guest, the occasion would not have had the last track that we see here today if you were not in this crowd. And for that, we recognize and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to call upon a gentleman. This gentleman is what would be referred to from some circles as a workaholic. He was a financial analyst in Europe. He became a senior consultant with one of the big four auditing firms. He is the guy who works beyond the hours we can think of in making the college run the way it does. The gentleman has got a master's in business administration from the International Business and Trade from Germany. The gentleman is also a doctor to become, a soon to become doctor, as he's studying for his doctoral PhD with the International Business and Trade from France. Ladies and gentlemen, help me receive Mr. Leon Metler on the stage to address us.
Good morning, everyone. Maybe what I should, before I start, you know, these graduates, they look so beautiful. They look so nice. You know, when I look at them, my heart goes soft. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. Mr. Program Director, Mr. Albert Mukuvaza, Permanent Secretary of Higher Education, Dr. Albert van Kent, who is the representative from the Office of the Honorable Dr. Kanzi Mrengi, Minister of Higher Education, Training and Innovation, Dr. Jean-Pierre Ilbudu from UNESCO, Dr. Atikimani. I practiced it now, you know, before I came, and now I lose it. Sorry, sir, I won't do it again. Dr. Hatikimani, Senior Higher Education Officer of the National Council of Higher Education, Mrs. Latina Gavases, representative of the Namibia Qualification Authority, or like we say, NQA, Father Richard from the Roman Catholic Church, sir, thank you very much for that beautiful prayer and that blessing. Esteemed Chairman of the Advisory Board, Mr. Alvin Jacobs, members of our Advisory Board, International Training College, Lingua, the Managing Director, Mrs. Ingrid Mettler, the academic and non-academic directors of International Training College, Lingua, Dr. Augustine Amuaku and Mrs. L. Hartung, Lingua academic and non-academic staff, distinguished and invited guests, members of the media, distinguished graduates and students, family members, guardians and friends, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. Now, it is my pleasure this morning to do the welcoming. It's an honor. And I first of all would like to start with our first welcome to Dr. Van Kent, Dr. Albert Van Kent, the Permanent Secretary of Higher Education. Sir, a very warm welcome. Thank you, sir, very warm welcome to you. I was just speaking to him, and I know Dr. Van Kent was traveling for the last, I'm not quite weeks or days, and he was coming back and he had some important meetings, and he said to me, nonetheless, I need to attend this graduation. Sir, thank you very much and welcome. Then a very warm welcome to Dr. Jean-Pierre Ilbudu, who is the head of the UNESCO Windhoek office and UNESCO representative to Namibia. And as we know, the main objective of UNESCO is to contribute towards peace, security, in this world of ours, promoting collaboration among nations through education, science, culture, and communication. You know, whenever I think of UNESCO, I think of one specific stipulation in their constitution, which always hit home and always touched me, and I quote, "Since wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that defenses of peace must be constructed." And that for me is very deep. Welcome to you, sir, for joining us here today. A very warm welcome to Dr. Edward Itikimani, got it right this time, who is a Senior Higher Education Officer at the National Council of Higher Education. A warm welcome to Mr. Kama, who is a Director in the Ministry of Education. Father Richard, priest from the Catholic Church, sir, a warm welcome to you. A warm welcome to the media. Like every year, you're always welcome. Then we had some certain sponsors that sponsored and made contribution to this event to make it possible. Very warm welcome to you, Mr. Kuala, Ibala Investment, IBS, Diaspora, Gert Botha, Country Club, Paradise Computers. A very warm welcome to you. Then there's also a representative of the South African Airways here today. A very warm welcome to you. Then to our parents, Mr. Mukubaza has said it so nice. Has actually said it better than I did, what I was planning to say. Thank you, sir. Then to the parents, guardians, friends, and family of these graduates, a very warm welcome to you. This graduation was never going to take place if it was not for your support and commitment to these graduates. May God bless you. Mrs. Mettler, Managing Director of the International Training College Lingua, I come to know as a very committed person that lives for this institution, night and day. Madam, a very warm welcome to you. The advisory board, management, lecturers, and staff of International Training College Lingua, Mr. Alvin Jacobs, a very warm welcome to you. Then I also would extend a very warm welcome to a new member of our institution, Dr. Augustine Amuwaku. Dr. Amuwaku only started yesterday with us, so he's fresh, he's new. I'm sorry? Oh yeah, you can Now, Dr. Amohaku comes from Kumasi Polytechnic in Ghana, where he was the Dean of the Faculty of Business and Management Studies. Dr. Amohaku is now working for us and is the Director of Academic Affairs at International Training College Lingua. We brought him over. We are interested in developing to compete and to be better. Thank you, sir. To our graduates here today, as the Managing Director of this institution, I have a word for you. I actually feel obliged. Sometimes we believe that rejection is bad. I've heard this so many times, and I thought, well, let me make use of this opportunity to talk about it. Sometimes we believe that rejection is bad. However, some rejection, I'm not saying all rejection, I'll say some rejection is good and positive because it redirects you to your purpose in life. And it's actually a signal to show you that you have taken the wrong direction. You have taken the wrong road. Sometimes you may knock on a door or on doors, and the doors do or does not open. Remember, not all doors are meant for you. In life, it is a fact that you will encounter problems and troubles. But some problems and some troubles are opportunities that are waiting for solutions to make this world and your life better. But make a distinction between problems and troubles that are necessary and constructive and those that you better stay away far from. Not all fights are good. Let the Almighty God lead you and give you wisdom to distinguish between which ones to fight and which ones to leave. Challenges are what makes life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Always remember, others can stop you temporarily, but it's only you that can stop yourself permanently. You, and only you, are the architect of your future. Do not put that responsibility in somebody else's hand. It's only in your hand, in the hands of God. May God bless you and keep you until eternity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Leon Metler. Can we give him another round of applause? We run with our program. The second speaker that I'm going to call upon is an entrepreneur of note. I know some people say that leaders are born. Some they say they are made. I don't know what you are going to say about this lady. I will tell you just a little bit of what she has done that strikes most of us. This lady started this institution from a mere $32. $32 is what she had. And she invested it in this project that we call International Training College Lingua. She was a teacher. I want you to see how ordinary she is or she was. A teacher in Katutura, not in town. A teacher in Katutura teaching French there. And she went to study abroad in France where she did some further studies in French. She also worked as an education officer at the National Institute of Higher Education, or NIED. She's also, at the moment, a doctor to be. She's studying for a doctoral PhD in education. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for Mrs. Ingrid Medler.
Good morning, everybody. The Program Director, Mr. Albert Makawaza, Dr. Alfred van Kent, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Higher Education, Training and Innovation, and the representative from the Office of the Honorable Dr. Ita Kanji Morangi, Minister of Higher Education, Training and Innovation, Dr. Jean-Pierre Ilbudo, UNESCO Country Representative in Namibia, Dr. Atikimani, Senior Higher Education Officer of the National Council of Higher Education, Mrs. Lentina Gavanas, Representative of the Namibia Qualifications Authority, NQA, Father Richard from the Roman Catholic Church, esteemed Chairman of the Advisory Board, Mr. Alban Jacobs, members of the Advisory Board of International Training College Lingua, the Managing Director, Mr. Leon Metler, the academic and non-academic directors of International Training College Lingua, Dr. Augustine Amoako and Mrs. Harton, Lingua academic and non-academic staff, distinguished sponsors of this event, distinguished invited guests, members of the media, distinguished graduates and students, family members, guardians and friends, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. We are gathered here today to witness an important occasion, the 10th graduation ceremony of International Training College Lingua under the theme Transforming Higher Education Through Academic Excellence and Innovation. I wish to start by expressing my sincere congratulations to all the graduates for their perseverance. You have indeed made us all proud. As individuals, you should, and rightly so, be filled with joy and a sense of self-fulfillment for having completed your studies successfully after many years of hard work. Congratulations to you all. I would also like to commend the management of Lingua College and the staff members for their hard work, support and the guidance they provided to the graduates during the course of the studies. Similarly, I wish to thank the parents, guardians, families and community members who've contributed in different ways to the success of our graduates. I would allow myself to say the following, as I'm nearly saying it every year that I'm standing here in front of you, our graduates. I'm proud of your success, and I'm proud of the success of International Training College Lingua. You have demonstrated a commitment to improving yourself and to inspiring others. Your family must be proud of you. Congratulations to them too. Today, 900 students will be awarded certificates and diplomas ranging between level 4 and 7 on the National Qualifications Framework, which you call the NQF. These achievements bring pride and joy, not only to the Lingua community, but also to the country at large. Furthermore, it reflects the significant contribution of this institution to capacity building and skills development in our country. I have deliberated hard about addressing you today. I've asked myself what I wish I had known at my own graduation and what important lessons I've learned since I was in the seat you are in now. On this wonderful day, when we are all here to celebrate your academic success, I have decided to share with you the pathways to a successful career. Graduates, now that you've graduated, the goal should not be to seek a job or even a career, but to seek a calling. The search has just begun. If you can't find a job, become innovative and excel in what you do. I earned my postgraduate degree many years ago. I too was heading out into a world at a time of uncertainty. You have grown up in a highly connected and globalized environment. You have access to new technology, new ways of communicating and working together, numerous opportunities I never had as a student. Yet some of you may feel like you lack what it takes to take advantage of these opportunities. So today, let's talk about being successful and being empowered. When people graduate, the natural thing to do is look for a job. Sadly, graduating is not a golden key that will open doors at any workplace and have people falling over themselves to give you the job of your dreams. Work hard and be excellent in what you do. Work hard so you can stand out. To set up and to make International Training College Lingua grow this far, I had to work hard and I had to push myself beyond limits. I learned innovation. I challenged paradigms. I also learned throughout my professional career about teamwork. Graduates, you will get nowhere if you don't get on with those around you, whether they are your superiors, peers, or subordinates. Never stop learning. Learn also from others with and around you. Learn to network, of course not Facebook network, the real network. I learned over these years that I had to be absolutely comfortable managing people who are older than me. The best ideas never came from me operating alone. It came from those people I manage and from those with whom I associate, with whom I network. I learned to listen I learned to make hard decisions. I learned to be fair, but to show firmness when necessary. But above all, I learned to learn from everyone. I'm telling you this so that you understand how much you can achieve with excellence and hard work. The times we live in are quite challenging, but the reality is you need to be bold and courageous. Don't let your journey end before it even begins. Well done to the management and staff of this institution for feeding hungry minds and equipping them with the tools they require to succeed in their chosen fields. Education is not just about learning in the classroom. It is also about learning how to cope in the outside world. Some graduates have no problem at all coping in the outside world. A rising number of young entrepreneurs are defining the economic downturn by launching their own enterprises. It's a leap of faith, jumping from a classroom to your own business. But it is a leap that can be rewarding for you and to others as well. This is what we call entrepreneurship and how people can succeed by working for themselves. Entrepreneurship means you no longer have to wait to see who will give you a job. You can seize the opportunity to secure your future and in the process create jobs and livelihoods for others. Entrepreneurship is how we become masters of our destiny and tackle the serious challenge or ill that poverty and mass unemployment pose to the stability of our societies and economies. I call myself an educator and an entrepreneur. For Lingua to succeed, I have to be innovative, I work hard, and I push myself to limits that I didn't even know existed. I didn't become an entrepreneur straight from the university. I graduated, got a teaching job, was appointed as an education officer at the National Institute of Education at the age of 25, one of the youngest at the time. At the same time, I even ran my own dance company in the evening and also pursue further studies. Don't sit at home. Don't send your CV just from there and then wait for a job. Go out and aggressively look for employment, whether as an employee or as an entrepreneur. In entrepreneurship, it's important to remember that it's a long-term journey and that nothing is ever easy or perfect. You can start with an idea, and over time you can refine it as the market or demand changes. If you are waiting for the perfect time, you may never get started. I want to say to you, the graduate of 2016, your education doesn't end here. It begins now, so always approach all of life's new experiences with an attitude of learning. Whichever path you choose, remember to be hardworking, creative, innovative, energetic, and passionate about what you do, and always have the courage to seize opportunities. You have been empowered by your education, so you must ensure that whatever you choose to do, think about how you can give back to your community by empowering others to take charge of their own lives and well-being. Recognize also that your country and your continent are your community. Do not allow your religion, ethnicity, or nationality to become the change that limit your vision, your network, and your ambition. Rather, use them as bridges to expand your world by embracing the common principles of humanity, solidarity, charity, honesty, and the search for the common good. These principles will enable you to live anywhere, befriend anyone, trust the best in everyone, and bring down all barriers and boundaries to your success. And that is what it's all about, bettering yourself, bettering our communities, and making a better future for the next generation of Africans. Your generation is capable of making a better Namibia. Your families, your teachers believe in you, and more importantly, Namibia needs you. Congratulations on this achievement. I pray that you all succeed in your chosen careers, and that through you, our nation will be a shining example to other nations. Before I conclude, allow me to read you a letter dated, it's very short, I will not read everything, I promise. Allow me to read you a letter dated 4th of June 2001. That was a few months before Lingua was officially registered as an education institution. Lingua was registered on the 21st of November 2001 and opened its doors officially on the 7th of January 2002. Seems like my letter is lost. Okay, this is a letter that I have received from the University of Namibia on the 4th of June 2001. Dear Ms. I.W. Kloppers, that is my maiden name, I acknowledge receipt of your project proposal, Language Development for the Tourism Industry in Namibia. It is indeed a very interesting and futuristic proposal that has the potential to become a commendable project. I congratulate you and wish you all the best for the future. The Language Center is not only delighted to be involved in this project, but is honored to be of any assistance where and when possible and practical. Please do not hesitate to get in touch with me should you experience any difficulties. Try hard and make this project work. It is clearly a feasible project. Good luck and regards. Yours sincerely, Dr. Becky R.K. Njode Ojo, our current Deputy Minister of Higher Education. I would like, in her absence, I would like to thank the Honorable Dr. Becky Njode Ojo for believing in me and in my project. That was the starting of Lingua College, which has eventually led to the establishment of International Training College Lingua. At the same time, I would also like to thank the MD, Mr. Leon Mettler, who gave up a lucrative job at Deloitte International in Germany to join and assist me with the realization of this college. He has worked equally hard to build, uplift the image and the quality of International Training College Lingua. I thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you, Mrs. Mettler. Our students, I believe we are donkeys that are willing to drink, isn't it? Yeah. We must drink from those words of wisdom from Mrs. Mettler. Moving on with our program, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon a gentleman who is a career diplomat, who has served the United Nations body for most of his working life. He is the country representative of UNESCO in Namibia since 8th of March 2015. He was born in Burkina Faso province of Bogariba. He holds a PhD in communication sciences from the University of Michel de Montaigne in France. And of course, his master's also from France. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome Dr. Jean-Pierre Ibodo.
Dr. Kent, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Higher Education, Training and Innovation. Mr. Jacobs, Advisory Board Member. Mr. Metler, Managing Director. Mrs. Metler, Founder and Managing Director. Directors of the Ministries of Education, Arts and Culture, and Minister of Higher Education, Training and Innovation, distinguished academics and students, graduates of the International Training College Lingua, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. A very good morning to you all. It's a wonderful thing to be in the midst of the community of academics, intellectuals, and those who support the advancement of education in the society. I feel greatly honored and privileged to be here with you at the 2016 graduation ceremony of the International Training College Lingua and speak on behalf of the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, about transforming higher education through academic excellence and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, education is a fundamental right, a fundamental human right, and an enabling right also. To fulfill this right, countries must ensure universal, equal access to inclusive and equitable quality education and learning. Education aims at the full development of the human personality, as the founder was saying now, and promotes mutual understanding, tolerance, friendship, and peace. Education plays a fundamental role in the socio-economic development of societies around the world and institutions at higher learning, like Lingua College, needs to be strengthened in order to equip Namibians with quality education, the most powerful tool that can help them fight against poverty and inequality and contribute meaningfully to the development of their communities and the country. The United Nations has launched the Sustainable Development Goal, called SDGs, to replace the Millennium Development Goals, MDGs. This was last year in 2015. The goals are 17, and the targets a total of 169. Education is central in the achievement of the SDGs, also known as the post-2015 Development Agenda. Director of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, the SDGs have some specific goal on education. SDG 4 is saying that we need to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. This is commonly known as Education 2030, and it has 7 specific and measurable targets that contribute directly in achieving the overall goal. The targets are the following. Target number 1, by 2030, ensure that all girls and boys complete free, equitable, and quality primary and secondary education, leading to relevant and effective learning outcomes. Target number 2, by 2030, ensure that all girls and boys have access to quality early childhood development care and pre-primary education so that they are ready for primary education. Target number 4, by 2030, ensure equal access to all women and men to affordable and quality technical, vocational, and tertiary education, including university. Target number 5, by 2030, eliminate gender disparity in education and ensure equal access to all levels of education and vocational training for the vulnerable, including persons with disabilities, indigenous peoples, children in vulnerable situations. Target 6, by 2030, ensure that all youth and substantial proportion of adults, both men and women, achieve literacy and numeracy. Finally, target number 7, by 2030, ensure that all learners acquire knowledge and skills needed to promote sustainable development, including, among others, through education for sustainable development and sustainable lifestyles, human rights, gender equality, and promotion of a culture. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this graduation ceremony is transforming higher education through academic excellence and innovation. SDG 4 and its targets is strategically crafted to ensure the transformation of education systems with a specific focus in quality. The transformation of higher education is possible when we focus on quality of teachers. There is a need for academic staff in institutions of higher education to strive for academic excellence through research, strengthening pedagogical skills, and aligning the intervention both in classroom and in the field with the emerging international standards in education. Higher education must be inclusive and equitable. Every citizen must be given access to quality education and lifelong learning opportunities. Boys and girls, men and women should strive to achieve their set goals through excelling in academia. I understand that Lingua College also contributes to Education for All program. This is a very important program at UNESCO level. Today's world demands that everyone has a strong educational background. Therefore, it's a great achievement to see young men and women graduating with certificates and diplomas in various academic fields. UNESCO champions the promotion of inclusive and equitable quality education and the promotion of lifelong learning opportunities for all. The organization supports the priority of the government of Namibia and education standards, one of the most important matters in the country. Innovation in education is gaining tremendous momentum across the world. Lessons learned from different countries shows that incorporating technology and innovation into the mainstream education system can bring about positive transformations. UNESCO, together with other partners, is promoting the use of information and communication technologies, ICTs, and technical vocational education and training, TVET, in its member states. Namibia is one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, the UNESCO China Trust Fund project that ended in December 2015, and it is awaiting for a second phase starting in January 2017, has demonstrated that ICTs and innovation can transform education from pre-primary to higher education. Also, the Better Education for Africa raised, called BEAR project, founded by the government of Korea, has demonstrated also the power of innovation in Tibet. Innovative approaches in education and training enable our education system to produce skilled and employable graduates. They also equip students with skills such as critical thinking and decision making. Director of Ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, when we transform the education system through innovation, when we equip students with skills that are relevant to the dynamic work, we live in today's world, and we are, without any doubt, going to achieve sustainable development, which ensures the reduction, let's say, the eradication of poverty in this country. The UNESCO in general and the Windhoek office values the role education plays in transforming societies. The office has been supporting education in Namibia in different thematic areas. Tibet is of high priority. UNESCO Windhoek office is supporting the efforts of the government of Namibia in skills development and equipping Namibians with technical and vocational skills. The problem of school dropout is a pressing one in this country. UNESCO, together with other partners like UNICEF, UNFPA, WHO, and the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, is supporting the government in interrogating the causes of the problem and to come out with solutions to bring school dropout back in the classrooms. Tibet is one of the areas being targeted. Education for Sustainable Development, ESD, is another thematic area in which the Windhoek office is actively engaged in Namibia. ESD helps individuals and groups to find solutions for sustainable challenges. ESD means including priority sustainable development issues into teaching and learning. For example, climate change, disaster risk reduction, biodiversity, poverty eradication, and sustainable consumption. As the lead agency of the UN Decade for Sustainable Education, UNESCO has been coordinating ESD implementation globally. While the decade has seen significant progress, much remains to be done in order to mainstream ESD into all areas of education and learning. After the UN Conference on Sustainable Development was in 2012, Rio +20, countries agreed to promote ESD beyond the end of the decade. As a result, the Global Action Program on ESD, the follow-up of the DSD, will be launched at the UNESCO World Conference on ESD in November 2016 in Japan. In the area of HIV and AIDS prevention, UNESCO works with the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture to ensure the delivery of comprehensive sexual education, which is age appropriate and culturally sensitive. The primary goal of sexuality education is to equip children and young people with the knowledge, skills, and values to make responsible choices about their sexual and social relationship in a word, affected by HIV. Ladies and gentlemen, human rights education is very crucial. UNESCO champions the inclusion of human rights education into national education systems. We are committed to advance the importance of global citizenship education through the promotion of a culture of peace by using human rights education in schools. In conclusion, I would like to emphasize the importance of lifelong learning, and I will encourage all the graduates here who made us gather here today to continue learning. Don't stop, don't end here. Strive the academic experience. Read more books, even through the internet. Sign up for another qualification. And please, make sure that you are strengthening your skills and your knowledge. With these remarks, allow me to congratulate Lingua College for reaching another milestone, a great one in graduating about 1,000 students with certificates and diplomas in a wide range of courses. I would like also to say to the graduates, congratulations. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Doc. Can we give him another round of applause? I'm sure running with our program, we move on to our speaker number 4. Can I have your attention, students, please? Okay, the gentleman that we are going to call upon, he has got a doctorate in philosophy in comparative education. He has got a master's in education in curriculum studies and sciences of teaching. He holds a bachelor's degree in education with a double major in education and socio-cultural anthropology. He has vast lecturing experience in lecturing at institutions like NAST and UNA. I'm sure we will consider him to be part of our staff as well on the teaching part. He is a senior education officer at the National Council for Higher Education. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Edward Atege Kimana.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies, for this opportunity to address this audience, this enthusiastic audience. Judging from the eye contact, I can see how you expect much from this podium. And this has been done before by previous speakers, and I'm going to join them to congratulate you once more for this wonderful achievement. Congratulations. Director of Ceremonies, Dr. Van Kent, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Higher Education, Training and Innovation, the UNESCO representative, Dr. Ilbudo, Managing Director of Lingua International Training College, Mr. and Mrs. Medler, Chairman of the Advisory Board, Mr. Jacob, Head of Institution, Mr. Hutton, Deputy Head of Institution, Heads of Departments, distinguished members of the faculty present, the NQA representative at this gathering, Ms. Lentine, dear parents and sponsors, students and graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to take this opportunity to deliver the message from the National Council for Higher Education. And before I proceed, let me inform you that Mr. Mox Shivute, the Executive Director of National Council for Higher Education, who was supposed to deliver this address, was eager to come and deliver this address, but due to equally important assignments, he is not able to attend, and thus I will deliver the message from his desk as his higher education officer and as a representative of National Council for Higher Education. First of all, allow me to establish the credentials of National Council for Higher Education, explain the importance of private higher education institutions in a society like Namibia, the relevance of the theme of this graduation, which is, as it has been repeated, transforming higher education through academic excellence and innovation, and further on, give you an extend or discuss extensively issue pertaining to excellence and innovation in the transforming higher education system in Namibia. I understand that for having chosen this theme, the International Training College Lingua, as a private higher education institution, has vowed to promote academic excellence and innovation and to be part of higher education transforming agenda in Namibia. And I will come back to this point later when I start discussing. Ladies and gentlemen, NCHE is a statutory body established by Higher Education Act, which is the Act number 26 of 2003. As such, National Council for Higher Education must register and conduct the audit of higher education institutions, must recognize the accreditation issued by his counterpart, namely Namibian Qualifications Authority, Namibian Training Authority, and it should also ascertain that programs offered by higher education institutions in the country are of such a non-questionable quality. We also serve as an advisory body to the Ministry of Higher Education, Training and Innovation on quality-related matters. I think if you've been following in the media, you know that there are gray areas that exist between NQA, NTA, and NCHE. And as we are at the stage where we are transforming the higher education system to make it much more productive of quality graduates, this gray area will also be revisited. And I'm sure my permanent secretary, who is present here, Dr. Van Kent, may wish to elaborate on this at a later stage at the right platform. Looking at the scope of programs offered by the International Training College Lingua, I can confidently conclude that the International Training College Lingua has accepted to take up the challenge of being part of the academic excellence and innovation in higher education, a task that many often shy away from. You know that there are many colleges, higher education institutions which are started, like the one we have been told, like International Training College Lingua, but in the process, they fail to endure the hardship, they give up, they surrender, they melt away, we don't see them anymore. I think I would confidently say that the International Training College Lingua is headed by lions. Yes, lions, because it's only lions that can forge their way, run after an antelope in the forest with other beasts and succeed to catch the beast. And I think this bears testimony today that this institution is a promising platform for quality in the present and in the future. Dear International Training College Lingua Management, moving forward, I wish to call upon you to work together with students, parents, sponsors, in search of innovative new ways of building excellence at your institution. Academic excellence is not cheap. It costs money, it costs time, it requires concerted effort and dedication. Now, Namibia has put in place an enabling environment through the Namibian Vision 2030, the NDPs, and now we have the Harambee Prosperity Plan that calls upon all of us to pull in the same direction towards building a prosperous nation. Therefore, the academia to which you belong is compelled to be part of the game by transforming Namibia higher education institution to be places of teamwork for excellence and creativity. I'm talking teamwork, excellence, and creativity because innovation is creativity based. It's about searching new solutions, new ways of thinking, new dimensions of knowledge, refining the age of knowledge. So you must be passionate for knowledge. Dear congregants, dear International Training College Lingua Management, students, sponsors, and parents, the fulfillment of the ideals of academic excellence and building an innovation-driven college will require from you as an institution of higher education to do the following. And I'm talking from the perspective of a regulatory body, which is National Council for Higher Education, whose mandate I have already explained. You must be aware of and conduct awareness campaigns on quality assurance amongst your staff members and students. I assure you that National Council for Higher Education is your partner that will at all times support your efforts. NCHE has in place an innovation-driven quality assurance system that you are aware of, which is a cabinet-approved system to provide to higher education institutions guidelines that intend to promote academic excellence in all the programs offered in our higher education institutions in the country. The NCHE quality assurance system is compulsory to all higher education institutions in Namibia, and I'm informed that the International Training College Lingua is on track with National Council for Higher Education and Namibia Training Authority, as well as the Namibia Qualifications Authority, whose representative is here. Dear students, now I'm going to advise students. For having enrolled at the International Training College Lingua, you have a rare occasion to make a difference in your respective fields. I am reliably informed that, due to limited space in public higher education institutions in Namibia, Only a few of grade 12 leavers have a chance to enter in Namibia University of Science and Technology or the University of Namibia. That is worrisome, of course. But this is a general trend in our continent, as you know. For instance, I want to give you an example. The enrollment rates for higher education in sub-Saharan Africa are by far the lowest in the world, with 6%. I think the UNESCO representative will also confirm this, that this is a worrisome issue. Where am I driving to? I'm driving to this opportunity that we have been given to be part of the International Training College Lingua, which is part of those 6% who are striving to make sure that you get access to education, and now transforming to become an innovation place, an institution of excellence. I think they deserve a round of applause for having done that. With that in mind, I'm saying that you will agree with me that the International Training College represents a heroic step towards creating opportunities for those who would not have gotten such a chance, thus promoting academic excellence. So, you are required to emulate this step, to support this step, and ensure that you pass well in your academic work. Dear graduates, I'm now going to address those who are graduating today. We learned from Orrin Hatch, this is an American senator, who said at one of the graduation ceremonies like this last year, 2015, that, I quote, "Graduation is not the end, it is the beginning. It is an opportunity to gather information that will help to expand the higher education system, to refine and fine-tune higher education programs, to transform the higher education to transform the higher education system into a place of excellence." What I'm saying is that, obviously, this is an opportunity to reflect on various issues pertaining to higher education, of reflecting on weaknesses that you have identified during the process, and obviously strive for excellence, fight to make sure that you make your way, you snatch the opportunities that are in range. I'm about to conclude. And I will conclude with a famous philosopher whose name is Descartes. You should look at the power of your thoughts. That's where innovation stems from. What does it mean? It means that simply when you look at the happening outside there, you will think that it is very difficult to make it. But if you look at the power of your thoughts, if you look inside yourself, you will realize that there are so many opportunities and there are so many things to be done outside there. Look at your creative capacity, then create. Look at your power to innovate, invent, because innovation is invention-based. It's about searching, researching, and confirming and infirming hypotheses, and make sure that you add value to the degree that you are going to obtain today. Therefore, to all of us, I may say, We should strive for academic and professional excellence through innovation. Look at around you and take the opportunities. And I think we should emulate the step that has been made by the lions I've referred to, the Lingua International Training College management and team. We should emulate the efforts made by the government to provide the enabling environment, and we should emulate the success stories that we have encountered during the various graduations and the graduates who have created employment opportunities outside there. Moving forward, look around you and take the opportunities as you move forward. To parents, continue supporting these positive efforts and never give up. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Students, we are now going to listen to our last speaker. Yes, he's the last speaker, and I need you to listen to him very attentively. Can we be quiet now? Yes, the last speaker is a gentleman who is an accomplished professional, who has risen to the highest position in the public service. The gentleman is a permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education and Innovation. He has got a doctorate of philosophy in physics. You can imagine, physics. He has got a master's in experimental nuclear physics. He has got a master's in business administration as well as a postgraduate certificate in environmental engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Van Kent, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Training and Innovation.
The Program Director, Mr. Albert Makuwaga, my colleague, Dr. Yo Budu from UNESCO, senior government officials here present. I see one of my friends here, Mr. Kama, our representative from NCHE, Dr. Ati Kimani, representative from the Namibia Qualifications Authority, Mrs. Gavanas, the chairman of the advisory board, Mr. Alban Jacobs, as well as the members of the advisory board, our academic and non-academic directors, our distinguished academic and non-academic staff members of Lingua, Father Richard, distinguished invited guests, members of the media, distinguished graduates, students, family members, guardians, and friends. I'll be reading the speech on behalf of my minister, who could not be here with us. We were together in Finland just over the weekend. I had to return. I thank you for inviting me to join you on this occasion marking the 10th graduation ceremony of the International Training College Lingua. I was informed that this college has celebrated their 14th year of existence on the 7th of January 2016. I think we should give them a hand. I'm also informed that this institution has been re-accredited by the Namibian Qualifications Authority, as well as all their qualifications are registered on the qualifications framework. My colleague that has spoken has made a reference to this. As a government, we need to put in place some instruments to make sure that education that people receive is of the best quality. And therefore, we have put 3 institutions in place: the Namibian Qualifications Authority, the Namibian Training Authority, and the Council, or Namibia Council, National Council on Higher Education, to look at this, to make sure that the qualifications, the institutions that operate has the right resources, has the capacity, as well as the content of the programs that they deliver is of the right quality. So that's why we have put those institutions in place. So it is an achievement that all your qualifications have been registered on our Namibian National Qualifications Framework. Thus, I congratulate you, the graduates, parents, guardians, as well as the college for your achievement. It is actually a very good achievement. It's something that we will like to see, that all the institutions that operate should have this kind of registration. Like our nation, each student passing through this college had to endure many challenges, each of you with your own story to tell. Many come from remote villages and communities throughout our diverse country. And today's success comes on the back of many sacrifices by many people. This includes years of long hours of study, years of teaching by many lecturers, and years of endless support from many parents and guardians. Therefore, today is truly your day to celebrate the success. It is also fair to say providing education for our children is not an easy task, and it is not going to get easier. As our society changes, as technology changes, and as business methods changes, there is an increasing demand for a population that is educated. It is actually true that today the competitive edge of nations is not just by what you have as a natural endowment, but it's the knowledge capital that the country possesses that distinguishes you from other countries. And we as a country need a better educated population, and this will assist us to enhance our service deliveries, to increase our business competitiveness, and as a result to better the quality of life of our people. To meet the demands that our society puts on education, all our stakeholders, including the parents, educators, we as the government must work together. Our children deserve our attention, and they deserve our support as they face challenges in a world, this world that is actually changing very rapidly. Education is our children's right, as our colleague from UNESCO has indicated, and we as a community must continue our best to do our best for our children. Education, as we all know, is a tool for every person in our society, and it should not matter if you come from a rich or a poor background, or whether you come from cities or from the rural areas, you should have equal opportunities. Education is a tool that opens up opportunities for each person to acquire skills. It also is a key that assists you, I use the word assist you, for employment, as well as to be an entrepreneur, to start your own businesses that will ensure or give you a better life. And this is actually not something that comes out of the blue. You need to give your side. You need to work hard. And I think the students that are graduating today, you can contest to that. This opportunity has been granted to us by parents, educators, government that has supported you through this time. Today we are living in a competitive world. Our children need the tools that will make them competitive and create a bright future. These are the tools of decent quality education. Director of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, it will be a remiss of me if I didn't direct myself to the graduates who have brought us together today. It is my humble wish that all those of you who have gone through these programs will be in a position to bring a change in society. It would be unfortunate if you graduates bring no impact in the environment which you are going to work or your businesses that you are going to create. This must have an impact to better the lives of the society as well as our country as large. Though the Namibian government is doing all in its ability to improve the lives of every citizen, it is evident that there are those communities that are still needing a lot of intervention and support from us. And it's this knowledge that you have gathered that you should use to support your colleagues and the nation at large. It has also come to my attention that apart from the Namibian Students Financial Assistance Fund, the ministries, private organizations, UNESCO, and other many international bodies have sponsored some students graduating here today. In fact, today's ceremony has also received some sponsorship from private sector, and large number of students have been accommodated by different companies and ministries to complete their internship program. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate this important and valuable support for education and training in this country. Let us give them hands, please. This is a highly commendable gesture, and I want to urge other businesses, industry captains, to emulate what these companies have done. This is a testimony that business community is a crucial stakeholder in the development of our human capital and as well as the development of our economy. Therefore, government, our public enterprises, our private sector partnerships are worth encouraging and promoting if Namibia is to achieve the envisaged state of a knowledge society and to realize our long-term development vision, which is contained in Vision 2030. Graduates, please remember that partners who have invested in your training would be most grateful to ultimately see their investments as good value for their money. This year's graduation theme of International Training College is transforming higher education through academic excellence and innovation. And it reflects the central role of higher education institutions, which they need to play in the transformation of the Namibian economy. That means we need institutions that can respond to the changing demands of their clients, the students, businesses, and broader community they serve. Gone are the days in the wider Namibian community of being employed at one job for life. Going are the days of educators imparting their knowledge through packed lecture walls. Globally, we are constantly acutely aware of students out of the lecture walls through technology. They are deploying, monitoring, and as well as the realization of the students' potential by applying various means such as modern technologies to deliver education and training. The government has a mission to create a culture of entrepreneurship, co-investment and collaboration to transform Namibia's ability to turn promising ideas into economic and social benefit. In this endeavor, institutions of higher learning are the catalyst. They are versed in the science of inquiry and have within their gift the ability to connect people locally, nationally, and internationally, as well as to stimulate and inculcate innovation in our people. Naturally, the learning and teaching component of our institutions are a central part of the human capital formation, which starts with informed markets. Students must be able to make their future study decisions on the basis of sound, not objectives, reliable information about options available. Institutions must innovate to deliver learning that gives students a competitive edge and delivers productivity gains to future employers. This must also be coupled with innovations in the operations of the institutions and the modes of delivery. I'm happy to learn that the International Training College Lingua also provides distance education, and they are busy to invest in setting up online learning systems. Through private providers like this college, government is, to a certain extent, relieved of the burden of being sole provider of resources towards human capital development. The involvement of partners is a clear testimony of the understanding that we are together in delivering education. This gives me the ground to unreservedly commend the International Training College Lingua for leveraging their programs for the benefit of Namibia and her people. Let me turn again my attention to all partners who played significant roles in the provision of these programs here in Namibia and towards success that we are today celebrating through this graduation ceremony. We thank you all and appreciate all efforts for provisioning of quality higher education. Graduates, I urge you to go out there and serve with dedication and devotion. As graduates that will enter the market, as our MD of this institution have said, I think you should not just rely on being employed. You should use the knowledge and skills to go out there, to try and to start your own businesses. Government has put in place numerous support systems for entrepreneurs. We are trying to develop many different avenues, and we are grateful to institutions like Lingua for the role that they play in delivering education and training to our people. Director of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, with these few words, I would like to thank you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Van Kent. Can we give him another round of applause? We are slowly but surely coming towards the end of the program. But before we move on, can I please call upon the Lingua Choir to give us one song, please? Lingua Choir, where are we? Okay, instead of Lingua Choir is Blossom. We'll have some song from Blossom. Can we give a round of applause?
Good morning. You're the doctors. Good morning. How are you, graduates? How are you feeling today? Finally, we can have a bit of fun after the speeches. Okay, I'm here to sing 2 songs for you. I hope they will encourage you. I was once a student, graduated as well. And then of course the music took over. So please enjoy this, and you've done a great job, and please continue with that road. I'm so proud of you. Can you clap hands for yourself? Please enjoy Indiku Papatere. This is my love song for you today.
I found a reason to believe. I found a reason to believe in love. The magic that awakens love in me. Makes me wanna dance tonight. Makes me wanna dance all night. It is you. It is you, it is you, it is you, oh, yeah, oh, when I look into your eyes, I see a light so bright, Diku Papatele, oh, stay there forever. Yeah, in your arms, in your arms, in your arms, in your arms. Oh yeah, when I look into your eyes, I see a light so bright. Diku papa tell, papa tell you. Can I get a partner to dance with me? Papa tell, please. Papa tell, please. Papa tell, papa tell. Please sing with me. Can we sing it together? Thank you. Please enjoy the next one and sing along. And I wish you really all the best in your journey. Let's sing together. Together.
Oh, that was beautiful. Can we give a hand of applause, please? Now we are at the most expected part of the program, but before we get to that, we have to announce that Dr. Van Kent, because of pressing business at the office, he has to go now. We would like to take this opportunity to thank him for taking out time from his busy schedule to be with us this morning. We thank you, Doctor. Moving on with our program, we are going to the awarding of certificates, and I would like to ask the parents, guardians, to withhold our applause, please. People, we want to run fast with the program. You can then do that after we have finished the awarding of the qualifications. I would like to call upon Mr. Munyaradzi Maravanyiga to start reading out the names for the certificates.
Right, good morning to you all. Can we have some silence as we read the names of our graduates so that they hear their names and we move with our program smoothly? Chairperson, I hereby request that you confer the certificates on the following students. The certificate is an NQF level 4 qualification with 144 credits, and the first group of certificate holders that I'm going to read is the certificate in English for speakers of other languages. Our graduates are Vandra Rosanna de Azevedo, in absentia, Felix Lucia Andri Teresa, in absentia, Madalena Afonso, in absentia, Gidalcio T.S. Dos Santos, and Joao Oliveira Casanje, in absentia. For the certificate in accounting and finance, NQF level 4, we have Eustace Awa Ased, in absentia, Abdullahi Rodriguez, in absentia, Maria Lando Barros, in absentia, Isabel Buiti, in absentia, Milton Ricardo da Costa, in absentia, Marco Fernando de Val, Fernando Garcia Dembi, in absentia, Susana Manuel Gamba, in absentia, Panzo Dimakis Garcia, in absentia, Renita Gawanas, in absentia, Nuno Simao Gola, in absentia, Yaoma Pascual, in absentia, Josephine Afunda, in absentia, Profilia Aimbodi, in absentia, Ndafunda Amkwaya, Chiinga Timotheus Joachim, Florence Kachangua, in absentia, Kertu Katondo, in absentia, Franz Cooper, in absentia, Joseph Emmanuel Liambezi, Cheripo Marukua, in absentia, Michael Matange, in absentia, Alfredo Muke, in absentia, Abed Panduleni Naolo, in absentia, Ismail Damundunga, in absentia, Sergio Ronaldo Nantes, Michelle Nell, in absentia, Jennifer Ngangombe in absentia, Paulina Paulus in absentia, Horatio Pongolola in absentia, Jareo Richmond, Celestina Savinduando in absentia, Wagner Sebastiao in absentia, Domingos Sebastiao in absentia, Shangelo Shakela in absentia, Christine Shilume in absentia, Maria Sirombo Singu, Felicity Chomita in absentia, Marcelo Caposo Ulundo in absentia, Chrisley Van Vick, Erica Rosa Katan in absentia, graduating with a certificate in business administration, NQF level 4, we have Patricia Adams in absentia, Rita Alberto in absentia, Adnella Charlie Alexio, Anna Andreas, Juliao Bastos in absentia, Antonia Bento, Regina Katrina Brewer, Antonia Ramos Cambila in absentia, Pedro Agostino Cambuta in absentia, Marisa Kavita in absentia, Shariza Shipeyo, Sabina Chongolola in absentia, Pelagia Delo in absentia, Celsia Maria Rodriguez Felix in absentia, Bruna Raquel Ferreira in absentia, Beatrice Figueredo in absentia, Ruti Edwards Goliath, Senator Tobias Goases in absentia, Mokasinga Amutwe in absentia, Francisco Guileme in absentia, Nicolene Hanse in absentia, Verena Ishika, Feni Ishinelapo in absentia, Angeline Isaacs in absentia, Luis Miguel Januario in absentia, Miguel Alfonso Joao in absentia, Maria Dos Anjos Job in absentia, Esther Joannis in absentia, Selma Joannis, Cecilia Napandula Joannis in absentia, Ruth George in absentia, Hilde Kalimbo in absentia, Emilia Ndatelela Kanjala in absentia, Teresa Rosa Pieta in absentia, Nilesa Linge in absentia, Leonie Lorenz in absentia, Maria Magdalena Lucas in absentia, Sam Malakias, Nadine Esbeth in absentia, Maria Simba Malila in absentia, Benjamin Manuel in absentia, Joao Esther Manuel in absentia, Thomas Jose Manuel in absentia, Luden Abrantes Manuel in absentia, Georgina Marigue in absentia, Dafuda Moses in absentia, Gillian Mokel in absentia, Doslehenda Moses in absentia, Marian Mutendere in absentia, equally Nakamau Mwazi, Johannes Sani Naole, Agrippa Deutema Nakale, in absentia, Esther Dinelago Nakalila, Lucy Ada Nuses, in absentia, Anna Fuanga Welema Pedro, in absentia, Maria Di Fatima Pukuta, in absentia, Zinzi Rika Puriza, in absentia, Leonardo Tusamba Rana, Dinora Palmira Santos, in absentia, Francina Shailemo, in absentia, Alex Ngumba Sapalalo, in absentia, Sirpa Shapaka, in absentia, Erentin Tega Shikale, in absentia, Katrina Itala Ndilimeke Shimanya, in absentia, Ndapewa Shipepe, Claudia da Silva, in absentia, Natalia Nango Tapopi, in absentia, Denzi Doreen Tesema, in absentia, Theodora Cleopatra Tibot, Vipingisapo Chuana, in absentia, Nelson Simao Tuleni, in absentia, Utiraye Zerawa, Maria Amelia Dumen, in absentia, Chanyu Fries, in absentia, Rumelda Wagi, in absentia. And for our certificate in Human Resource Management, NPF Level 4, we have Lusitana Di Carvaro Alfonso, in absentia, Florence Memory Africana, in absentia, Josephina Kalumone Atofel, in absentia, Julia Angela, in absentia, Simon Aushona, in absentia, Yalo Belinda Bernard, in absentia, Magadarida Gola, in absentia, Sherilyn Bock, Lucinda Zuley Bock, in absentia, Marnie Duplessis, Yata Tuafeni Erickson, in absentia, Taimi Letumbo Philemon, in absentia, Paulos Katumbe France, in absentia, Rosangela Di Araujo Gime, in absentia, Rosalia Tulikeni Ailonga, Wilbur Ulrich Hein, Victoria Johannes, in absentia, Reino Ausiku, in absentia, Ileni Ilonga, Michelle Angelique Isaacs, Tarini Tiffany Jansen, Ndamunongeda Kali, in absentia, Victoria Kakoto, in absentia, Jeffrey Kennedy Kakunyi, Claudia Gilinasho Kamanya, Rita Shalongo Kanana, Asa Kapenaina, in absentia, Rauna Kauyuka, in absentia, Dina Trisha Carisoas, in absentia. Ilya Sinaneka Cleopas in absentia. Kabuba Krim Lieke in absentia. Alicia Mbambi in absentia. Samantha Mensa. Lucia Mokatswa in absentia. Victoria Nyambali Mupati in absentia. Elina Namupala in absentia. Costa Rica Ana Nakamela. Marcelina Antonio Ngunza in absentia. Ana Nikana in absentia. Yarus Nequita. Pascalina Ishime Desmana. Yelena Nagreda Petrus. Ricket Raydin in absentia. Divan Jason Scott in absentia. Zeblon Asino Ndapewa Shanika. Elizabeth Shangelao Simpson in absentia. Renice Shile Strauss in absentia. Julian Fanvik in absentia. And for the Diploma in Office Administration, NQF Level 4, we have Victoria M. Abed, Chelaninawa Ailonga in absentia. Lovisa Ampea in absentia. Anna Amkwaya in absentia. Francina Ginelago Amundi in absentia. Cindy Armando in absentia. Consecao Mununga Baptista. Petronella M. Basson. Selma Ndatitangi Bernard. Annalise Catherine Bukes. Gabriela M. Blom in absentia. Kajinoshele Bok in absentia. Katai Shanza in absentia. Yapapo Selma David. Hedwig Susanna Dicor in absentia. Julia Nangombe Elago in absentia. Yerta Ndelatelago Philemon. Elena Ndapewa Gabriel in absentia. Fesonia Gens. Lina Gideon in absentia. Chulikefo Ailindu in absentia. Crystal Georgine Grunwald in absentia. Berta Afeni. Ellen Cylon in absentia. Grace Aradoes in absentia. Virginia Artum. Cecilia Aufiku in absentia. Inamuvulwa Etuole Omateni in absentia. Emerisiana Ikuma Awanga in absentia. Charlotte Delago Ikua. Feni Iyambo in absentia. Miuka Kakiyu in absentia. Linda Malapo Campolo in absentia. Lempitru D. Kamutukwata. Beata Kandongo, in absentia. Geli Kanduriko, in absentia. Sharin Kachangua. Venaune Kapenaina, in absentia. Kaea Kavari, in absentia. Philemin Kuanga, in absentia. Jo Marie Yolanda Labalot, in absentia. Frida Fudeni Martin, in absentia. Rauna Mashuna, in absentia. Frida Namutuya Matsi. Future Matundu, in absentia. Gift Mbeu, in absentia. Feibu Tati Mengela, in absentia. Laurentia Motinga, in absentia. Uakopona Mujazu, in absentia. Yelena Mvula, in absentia. Aina Naum, in absentia. Karina Nakumbwata, in absentia. Cornelia Deshilila Ndinelago Nangolo. Esther Datala Ndadi, in absentia. Margaret Nengwila, in absentia. Saumi Salem Nekongo, in absentia. Namutenya Tusnelde Nekwaya, in absentia. Raquel Deshimona Ngolo, in absentia. Lynette Schwirme, in absentia. Miriam Amod, in absentia. Olivia Olipamwe Poamba, in absentia. Natila Lautia Reynolds, Civileta Roy, in absentia. Megan Juliet Scott. Nare N. Tanya Scott, in absentia. Elizabeth Sheven Fechogele, in absentia. Siri Nelago Shanika, in absentia. Josephine Dawedapo Shiepo, in absentia. Saima Sundaa Shimuni. Imelda Soreses, in absentia. Susanna Swatboy, in absentia. Dominic Swartz, in absentia. Urizemba Chipe, in absentia. Shariza Toleni, in absentia. Tresia Nambili Ugwanga, in absentia. Brumilda Renee Van Vliet. Martha Weyulu, in absentia. Theo Karima Windish, in absentia. Ziandra Zao. Umati Desari, in absentia. Right, for the certificate in information technology, NQF level 4, we have Anibal Mbanga Afonso, in absentia. Eliaza Leopoldino Alfredo, in absentia. Irne David Agostino. Jose Augusto, in absentia. Filomeno Augusto, in absentia. Nurivaldo Vidal Mendes Antonio. Richard Dean Brinkman, in absentia. Duneo Yosima Nganga Bunga, in absentia. Moza Soki Bunga, in absentia. Marco Sylvester Berga. Eduardo Claudio Gomez Cashindale, in absentia. Newton de Souza Chieva, in absentia. Matias Almeida Chipopa, in absentia. Bentoka Tiago Diero Chitreculo, in absentia. George Martino Coelho, in absentia. Hericlesio Jo Carmo Cristobal, in absentia. Ruben Mendy Seca, in absentia. Casomo Eduardo Cupeya, in absentia. Anneli David, Marco Clifford Diegat, Adelino Oliveira Dilo, in absentia. Vivaldo Luciano Thomas dos Santos, Lionel Patricio Botello dos Santos, in absentia. Afonso Castro Eduardo, in absentia. Erickson Tangen Erastus, in absentia. Lucia Simao Ernesto, in absentia. Paulilie Emilao Gaspar, in absentia. Ipivaldo Guime, in absentia. Antonio Ndumbu Gomez, in absentia. Moitis Gonzalez, in absentia. Antonio Joao Gonzalez, Willem Bumbo, Erastus Angome, in absentia. Edpanio Pedro D. Almeida Hango, in absentia. Ivy Maetago Codet, in absentia. Garcia Macedo Ignacio, in absentia. Teotus Isaac,
You are directly in front of the camera.
in absentia. Benson Diano Isaac, Richard John Jacobs, Sarah Yesai, in absentia. Ananias Johannes, in absentia. George Johannes, in absentia. Ngilipa Valley Kalunga, in absentia. Vilka Tulinani Kambungu, in absentia. Robbins Jefferson Carisep, in absentia. Marcelo Crone, in absentia. Ulrich Kers, Lucas Mwatile Kutondokwa, in absentia. Isidoro Lubongo, in absentia. Edvaldo Baptista Macedo, in absentia. Colin Ralph Mahali, in absentia. Jose Felix Bunge Manuel, in absentia. Luana Ndiesa Matias Manuel, in absentia. Bakungila Francisca Mario, in absentia. Miguel Joao Miguel, in absentia. Andrew Mula, in absentia. Patricia Masandu Mungunda. Eric Siremo Muti. Olivia Ginomukameni Nambinga, in absentia. Heiki Nakale, in absentia. Joseph Wilson Napela, in absentia. Mike Genesis Ngitwamata. Olga Helen Ngumono. Daniel Eingau, in absentia. Iraselma Teixeira Vaspindo, in absentia. Felipe da Contesca Pires, in absentia. Claudio Picamba, in absentia. Edmeria da Sapalo, in absentia. Bartomelou Elias Sapeto, in absentia. Aristides Osmane Sapunete, in absentia. Yelena Kauko So, in absentia. Yosema Vandeko, Serodio, Sebastião Simoes, in absentia. Mayumbelo Simvula, Emmanuel Maria Treso, Elinor Ugulu, in absentia. Shonwan Van Vick, Divaldo Correa Victor, in absentia. Melki Vunge, in absentia. For the certificate in travel and tourism, the NPF level 4, Ninelago Albinas, Andrina Malimushi Andreas, Catherine Minerva Bukes, Joseph Julius Besa, Ashley Irene Boysen, in absentia. Rihanna and Liz Kam, Elaine Catherine Campbell, in absentia. Rosia Yanis Klassen, in absentia. Roslyn Abigail Dien, Kefas Kennedy Dandy, Priscilla Festus, in absentia. Marion Astrid Fredericks, Josefina Gaius, Georgina Gereses, Ruth Venodino Afunda, in absentia. Ephraim Amkoto, in absentia. Philippus Amutenya, in absentia. Sisu Anthony Hanstein, Frida Hango, Simone Abigail Jacobs, Brandon Lee January, in absentia. Leticia Damonongeda Ioannis, Victoria Ioannis, in absentia. Pengeyovali Joseph, Metron Kambonde, Elizabeth Kandume, in absentia. Viola Kanglish Ndapanda Kapingana, Desire Toatako Kapuka, Elson Kazoua, Jansen Melvin Kopa, Christopher Dean Lottery, Ioannis Mayana, Sarah Mwetako, in absentia. Yuma Mulundu, in absentia. Yelena Mpinge Mpupa, in absentia. Taukonjo Nafuka, in absentia. Elizabeth Nakale, Mingana Janet Nangolo, in absentia. Albertina Nepando, in absentia. Right, before I proceed, can I have some silence from the graduates, please? Ilia Ndinelago Ningwenja, in absentia. Ernestine Nchamba, in absentia. Paulina Mpunte Nchamba, in absentia. Joanna Dapandula Sakaria, in absentia. Felisbella Sapato, in absentia. Yuka Shipiki, in absentia. Lumba Siluzungila, in absentia. Esther Dapunikwa Thomas. Arma Nangula Ushona, in absentia. And Vanauyo Univi, in absentia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Marwanika. Now we move on to the first diplomas. First diplomas, Mrs. Kawesha will call out the names.
Good morning to you all. Chairperson, I hereby request that you confer the first diplomas on the following students. Maria Trianikera Amatila. Sarah Generous Amkwaya. Lingua Dilameka Angula. Alida Baron. Sarah Correa. Paulina Penahofe Haimbodi. Florence Handura. Albertina Ndalitila Jonas. Johannes David Kanangura. Paula N. Kalenda. Maliro Anna Mwambu. Samuel Ningiyama. Sergio Gabriel Pascal. Ndilimeke Nishikutwa. And Maria Carol May Smith. Loida Becca Anguo. Odette Berkas. Shanice Gray Rochelle. Elise Haimbagu. Justina Halfico. Esther Johannes. Hashikucha Kandari Mary.
Kenneth Kandume, Elma K. Munikonzo, Bonita Chantel Monde, Esther Nambambi, Emma Namopolo, Magonita Loretta Oliver, Laurencia Roines, Laina Shehama Shilongo, Nadia Naja Whitboy, the Just Code students graduating with a diploma in accounting and finance level 6. Graduating with a diploma in human resource management, Lusitana Alfonso, Litaleni Taleni Alukolo, Wilma Kautondokwa Amukwaya, Theobald Aungenda Haingura, Simeon Imene, Elizabeth Kayili, Frida Cavalli, Diana Kumanina Mendai, Josephina Sheppel, graduating with a diploma in office administration, Johanna N. Amambo, Betty Alsiku, Christina Paulina Goases, Ellen Cylon Hamutenya, Frederick Fritz Hauchamba, Angel Tutaleni Tati, Faustina Nausiku Emmanuel, Geli Kandoriko, Revival Shienglesia Carices, Paulus Natwange,
Johannes Natangwe Nambahu, Carolina Nambahu, Linda Naukalekunye Nipilwa, Victorina Shanika, Nare Anatanya, Lina Ndambelela, Esther Nashikalepo Shikongo, Simata Ejiboy, graduating with a diploma in information technology. Elizabeth Ndikale, Megameno Amutenu, Antonio João Gonçalves, Lucas Litu Nkanga, Merelo Domingos Manuel, Lahia Mbangu, Miguel João Miguel, Teofile Kayana Muyevo, Trolopa Nugulu, Dennis Wesley, Aunive, Selma Obaje, Mugatea Pacificus, Helena Kauko-So, Mateas Ngikovali Shikuka, Christopina Kaputu Shilula, Tulikepo Diana Nehoya, Joyce Lucia Sapelende, Toyini Kalengenawa, Alvaro Bello Fuller.
Graduating with a diploma in travel and tourism. Indileni Alfred. Theopolina Ndafunikwa Alwendo. Ukongo Ashikono. Ndilipo Nelago Ekanjo. Selmanda Pandula. Paulina Nangula. Ndeshipanda Hayambo. Samuel Ilonga. Festus Jonas. Nambo Martha Kamanda. Paulina Ndepewa Kambonde. Lena Nehanda Mbango. Omagano Tulonga.
Can you take me for pictures?
Krian L. Naib. Jacqueline Angelina Zhao Panzo.
So just move a bit forward. You can just stand there.
Tracia Tulonga Metumo Paulos. Janice Ann.
I don't know my You can move.
You can.
Graduating with a diploma in accounting and finance level. The persons whose names were not read but appear on the program receive their qualification in absentia. There are those names that we didn't call out, but they appear in the program. They receive their their qualifications in absentia. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Kawesha. Students, can we please be quiet, please?
Just a few minutes.
Yes, can we please move on? We are now moving to the second diplomas. Mrs. Atum will read out the names.
Can you take silence? Silence.
Chairperson, I hereby request that you confer the second diplomas, some level 6, others level 7, on the following students. Linia Angula. Annie Beatrice. I call out out the names for the Diploma in Accounting and Finance Level 7. Marlene Matilda Blau, Ronman Elizabeth Pauline Buys, Carolina Wilhelmina Besaidenout, Shaheen Azil Campbell, Jessica Rusa Gideon, Athanasius Mandume Heimbodi, Frankel Molani Handura, Merlin Neubes, Petroniela Urichiwa Kapama, Paula Nanguba Kalenda, Elena Kutondokwa, Enoch Ndamuno Mbango, Lucas Nangolo, Eva Nolago Nangolo, Elise Dorina Ndafilai, Emmanuel Ngobelo, Celia Sarongwe, Guilherme Sylvester, Emma Nalabu Nangula Shikulo, Saveria Theophilus, Janet Labanero, Georgina Shanda Lizan van der Rooyen, Pioli Ushona. For the diploma in Business Administration Level 6, Ella Marissa Basson, Teresia Kasumba, Romana Morgan Kutsia, Swadini Wilma Aurelio Dongo, Menton Gary Sip, Eliphas Tanga Shupala Jason, and Bokola Joseph. Julieta Afonso Manuel, Claudia Maria Martins, Maria Hako Tondokwa, Shativa Cosmas, Julieta Afonso Manuel, Claudia Maria Martins, Esther Nambambi, Irona Ndapewa Nanhapo, Leila Lizandra de Oliveira, Herodia Shialini, Namutelia Shia Yaya, Maria Margarita van der Berg, for the diploma in Human Resource Management Level 7. Lusitana de Carvalho Afonso, Lawrence Banda, Margarita Bernardo Gola, Evelyn Millicent Diani Kutsia, Yalvi David, Stephanie Diergaard, Agnes Yulu, Albertina Etili Enkara, Penelope Festus, Jody Odile Groenewald, Vikonja Hangwe, Nestor Ita. Rambo Kapirura, Endelina Ndahafu Kayoya, Caroline Leonard, Olin Leshoni, Maria Munechi Bono, Victoria Ashondali Wandingi, Victoria Washekuna, Lina Nachtal, Emilia Nakalude, Selma Sondar Natingo, Regan Marie September, Maria Shikongo, Aina Shililifa, Maria Stefanis, Maria de Fatima Tuadilo, Rana Shipepe, Leandre Richel van Wyk,
just wait a minute again. When das one?
and Hendrik Fukale Linge. The following students will receive the diploma in Office Administration Level 7. Can we get silence, please? Thank you. Thank you, students. Andreas Natangwe Ambuelo. Paula Nashmira Brand. Patricia Henley Hash Kutia. Jaisa Mfinda. Juliana Elizabeth Mukoya. Johanna Namulo. Rowley Natia Narusis. Claudia Roman.
Your number? 7. What's your number?
On the paper.
Yeah.
Belma Cornelia Snyder.
What's your number?
Dagmar Ushona. Evelina Ushona.
Move a bit back, don't stop the camera.
The following students will receive the Diploma in Information Technology Level 7. Theopolina Andreas, Catherine Clotilda Jeanette Beekers, Samuel Willie Beekers, Clementina Thomas Bailey, Llewellyn Armando Bock, Nixon John Jarman Pluta, Silva Sacamanda Texera dos Santos, Yipandelwa Maritz Alute, Monique Nicole Hayes, Katrina Jerobian Iyambo, Paulus Amutilia Diawongo, Ndapeluka Johannes, Hilda Yona, Ronaldo Raul Kisting, George Adolf Kisting, Johannes Alsico Kusho Kosha, Olivia Nambinga, Laila Nilwa, Johannes Alsico, Shipona, Daniel Santando Pedro, Marian Rocha, Ilma Chialeni, Shalumbu Shikongo, Simeon Shikongo, Philippus Shambeni Thomas, Marion Clinton Ubuga, Van der Zoon Manuel Vergiro, Alvaro Bealcula Picato.
Just wait. No, you can.
Thank you. The following students will receive the diploma in travel and tourism level 6. Berta Mushinda Amabola, Beata Amalingwe, Caroline Rita Lisa Bock, Diversen Elfrida, Bianca Pila Dama Sis, Ndambe Lela Amojebu, Hilma Joseph, Mujanganda Kamu Aruma, Petrina Kanjava, Melissa Kolekisting, Andreas Commando Levy, Jane Emmanuel Mbingu. Can we get silence, please? Thank you. We are nearly done, students. Thank you. Jane Emmanuel Mbingu, Loini Mbualala, Louise Mukakwa, Sandishwa Matembo, Susanna Namuwapo, Sam Mjibo, Emmanuel Tuafeni Shakumba, Valamina Shimakeleli, Aileen Dafa Shiveni, Wasoro Tuchavi, Ilia Ushona. Thank you. The persons whose names were not read now, but they appear on the program, receive their qualifications in absentia. I thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Hatum. Now we are nearing the end of the program, but before we move on, we would like to ask the Lingua choir to come and give us a song or two here. The Lingua choir, please.
Tjena.
Yes, yes, that is beautiful, isn't it? We also develop talent. I'm sure Blossom is feeling uncomfortable now with these youngsters. Okay, moving on, we would like to call upon Mrs. Hartung to now call on the special awards. The students who excelled better than the rest.
Dear students, I think this is a cherry on the cake, am I correct? Yes. And it's my privilege today to call out the names of those students who performed the best in the different programs. I will call on our managing directors to assist us with the handing over. If I call out your name, please move to the stage. But before I get to that, I would hereby like also to extend our appreciation towards our sponsors who made it possible for us to hand over some gifts today to our students. Our main sponsor for our acknowledgements, and I would like you to put your hands together for Paradise Computer. Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Then also Ivala Investments. I'm not sure whether there's a representative, but you can also give a hand of applause for Ivala Investments. Then Diaspora, Landscape Diaspora, also sponsored us with quite a huge amount. Then IBS, I'm not sure whether they are here. Then also our photographer, Gerard Botha, also, every year they sponsor all our frames. Thank you, Mrs. Botha. Then we also received some sponsorships from Safari Hotel and the Venture Country Club and Resort. Thank you so much. The awards will go to those students in the first, second, and third year who performed the best in the program. I call on the first group that I'm going to deal with is a business and business administration. I call on the very best first year student, level 4 student, and I call upon equally Muhazi. Then the best second year student for 2015 is Rochelle Greg. Our best student in the third year, level 6, Kasia Amra. She's coming. Okay, for this round, it was only the ladies. Let's see what's going to happen now. The next program will be the accounting and finance. In the first year, level 4, Marto Deva. In the second year, Samuel Nisigi Gimana. And our best student in the third year, level 7 in accounting and finance, Emma Shikulo. Emma not here? Emma is coming. Emma is coming. In the Human Resource Management program, our best first year student in 2015, Eleni Ilonga. In the second year, Graeme Diergaard. And our best student in the third year, Human Resource Management level 7, Yalvi David. In the Office Administration program, our best student in the first year, Cindy Armando. Our best student in the second year, Revival Carices. And our best third year student in Office Administration 2015, Evelina Ushona. Yes. In travel and tourism, we just wait for Evelina. In travel and tourism, our best first year student 2015, Joseph Besser. Our best student in the second year 2015, Paulina Nangula Haihambo. Paulina, are you here? And our best student in the third year 2015 in travel and tourism, Dibasan Elsie Dax. Information technology, the program Information Technology, our best students, thank you. Can I continue? Thank you. Information Technology, first year level 4, Indian Isaks. Our best student in the second year, Mirano Jansen. And our best student in the third year, level 7 in information technology, Catherine Claudilda Dierker. Thank you. So in the 6 programs, we have 18 students who received a special award today, and one of the 8 will be the overall best student in the college, but it must be a third-year student. And that student is none other than, stay on the stage, Beatrice. Everyone. Thank you. Thank you. We would like the parents of Catherine to come to the stage, please. Catherine is the best overall student for 2015 in the institution. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Atung, for leading that part. We are, yes, at the end of the program, and I would like to call upon, can I have your silence, please, students? We would like to call upon Mrs. Mukendwa to give us a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Director of Ceremonies, Dr. Alfred van Kent, in his absence, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Higher Education, Training and Innovation, Managing Directors, Mr. Leon Mettler and Ms. Ingrid Mettler, International Training College Lingua Directors, Ms. Lorraine Hartung and Dr. Agustin Amuako, esteemed Chairperson of the Advisory Board, Mr. Alvin Jacobs, Advisory Board members, Dr. Edward Hetekikmani, apologies, representative from the National Council of Higher Education, Dr. Jean-Pierre, representative from UNESCO, academic and non-academic Lingua staff, Father Richard, distinguished invited guests, distinguished sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, all protocol observed. I am deeply honored to stand in front of you this morning to deliver the vote of thanks for Lingua International Training College 10th graduation ceremony. The ceremony was amazing. It is input from the graduates. We thank you for coming in great numbers, especially to the invited guests, the parents, the guardians. We thank you for attending this ceremony. Dear graduates,
Thank you for your diligence and hard work during your time at Lingua College. You have done International Training College Lingua proud. Your family members are proud of you. Your parents, your friends, and the entire Namibian nation is proud of you. I would like to acknowledge the family members, the relatives, the guardians, and all others whose support has been behind your success today. You have stood behind the graduates. You've supported them. You have sponsored them. You have kept them in your houses. You've encouraged them to become who they are today. We thank you very much for that support. Please be assured of International Training College Lingua's deepest gratitude for your sacrifices and assistance to the parents once again. Your presence here today is deeply honored. I must extend a special thank you to all the members of International Training College Lingua's community, which is the academic staff, the non-academic staff, all of you. We really appreciate your hard work. We appreciate the effort that you've put through to organize this event. Without you, today would not have been a success. The managing directors and the advisory council deeply appreciates being able to entrust the Lingua staff with managing and operating the institution. Your stewardship is highly appreciated. I would like to once again acknowledge the debt of gratitude we owe to our speakers, Mr. Leon Nettler, Ms. Ingrid Nettler, Dr. Jean-Pierre, Dr. Edward. Your speeches were pleasant. We thank you. Thank you to Father Richard for your prayer and for your words of wisdom. Thank you to Mr. Alvin Jacobs for the constitution of the congregation. Thank you to the Director of Ceremonies for leading this ceremony. Without you, this ceremony wouldn't be a success. We thank you to the media team. We thank you to the Window Country Club Resort for giving us this opportunity to host our event in your resort. We thank you to the NDF Brass Band. We thank you to the Lingua Choir. Like the Director of Non-Academic Affairs mentioned, you were the cherry on top of the cake. So we thank you for that. To our sponsors, if you can please stand as I call out your name, the representatives. Safari Hotel, Evale Investments, Independent Business Systems, Window Country Club Resort and Casino, Diaspora Landscape, Paradise Computers, Herod Water. We thank you very much. To the graduation committee, we thank you very much for your sleepless nights and for all the effort that you've put through to make this day a success. Last but not least, I'm honored to extend Lingua College's appreciation to Dr. Van Kent in his absence for delivering a keynote address on behalf of the Minister of Higher Education, Training and Innovation. Dr. Van Kent, we are deeply grateful for the wisdom, for the wise words. We thank you very much to the graduates. Don't let your journey stop here. Continue and shine along your way. I thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Mukendwa. Just some few announcements before we get to the end. Can I have your attention, please? I'm going to call upon Mr. Jacobs to dissolve this congregation. As he does that, we are expected to stand up. We remain standing until the national anthems are done. We remain standing until our academic procession is moved out of the hall. We will come with further instructions after that. Can we please stand up now for the dissolution?
By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I now dissolve this congregation.
Can I have your attention, please? Now I would like to ask the invited guests and our sponsors to please follow the procession to the main restaurant. Please. Only our invited guests and the sponsors. I will come to you, parents and students, on our lunch arrangements just now. Yes, an announcement to the parents. The music, can you stop please? Announcement to the parents. You must all have received some ticket. That ticket is what will enable you to get lunch from outside. We can exit through that gate there and go outside. There are some number of points where you can get your lunch from. Parents, can you please go to the open space outside for your lunch. Students, you remain seated. We still need you here. Yeah.
Gotta take a little time. Little time can't
Okay. Accounting and finance students, the first years, can you please come in front? Yes. We are going to take some group photos. All accounting and finance students, please come in front. Maybe, yeah, just this. Yeah, some can come on the stage, some can be done. The second years, please can you also be ready for a group photo? Stand up already, second years and group here. Second years, accounting and finance, please can we come up front? Yeah, just oh, that's she wants to. Okay, second years, can we move? Okay, third years, can we come, please? Accounting and finance, third years. I'm sure you're not so many, you can just form a small wall in front there. Can we move, people? Can we move? Yeah, some of you can come on stage here. Business Administration certificate, can you come forward, please?
Za. We are but I think they have some more photos.
Second year BA, you can please come forward. BA second year. Please come forward. Can we move fast, people? Can we move? Short people, yes. Can some go down, please, people? No. Can we have Human Resource Management Certificate forward? HR1.